I was sitting here thinking about this whole Natalie Harp situation and how they trotted Melania out, to kind of try to diffuse it. And, the Daily Beast, I guess, published 2 of her letters to Trump. I just posted a video my brother did about that. He talks about that at the end of the video. But, I read one of those letters, and it was exactly what I would have expected it to be. There was nothing surprising or shocking to me in that letter. And everyone's focusing on, oh, this woman's unhinged and she's crazy and blah, blah, blah. But what they're not focusing on is she's the perfect victim for Donald Trump, for a malignant narcissist. She is exactly what he wants her to be. And the more she's like that, the more he enjoys it. He is like, she's in the pocket, man. This is like, she knows, she's learned his personality, and her own dysfunction has allowed her to morph into being exactly what he wants. She wants, to be what she is, and he wants her to be what she is, because it's the perfect marriage. He wants to abuse somebody, to say, oh, you can't, come along here. You have to, he wants to keep her wanting and needing and desperate and emotionally unstable, because that benefits him the most. He wants her to be, jumping in the trunk of a car because she's so desperate to be close to him, and then he'll bring her close and he'll give her a little bit of what she wants, and then she gets all happy and amped up and thinking, oh, this is great, and then he does something that makes her feel the opposite of that. And this is very she's experiencing this very disorganized attachment style, I would think, where at one moment she gets what she needs and he's the source of her satisfaction, and then the next moment he's a threat because he's not giving her that. She probably leans way more anxious. But this girl's, I guarantee you, this woman is in hell. She's in emotional turmoil 24/7, and for a malignant narcissist, that is exactly what they want, because that is how they can put someone in a position where they can manipulate them. It's basically torture. No one in their right mind would have someone close to them acting and behaving that way, or saying those things, and not set a boundary with them and say, hey, this is not okay. You can't be here doing this. He doesn't want that relationship to be threatened. He doesn't want his people saying, hey, man, this thing's getting a little too hot. We got to take Natalie out of the picture. He doesn't want that. He doesn't have control over it. But, he's got to, do a photo op with Natalie or with Melania, walking around. Melania's got to come out and pretend that she's relevant in some sort of way. And they have to pretend like they're like they even have a relationship at this point, which they don't. But it's wild how, it's not wild. It's actually quite predictable how the focus is on her and her mania and her dysfunction. Meanwhile, he's the one perpetuating this. He's the one that has created the environment for this to even exist. If he weren't the malignant, narcissistic, misogynistic human being that he is, this wouldn't exist. But it does, and it's because of him. She just happens to be the person filling that spot.